2.7 trillion naira was kept permanently in people's homes before we ordered redesign of the new naira note, says Godwin Emefiele. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, revealed that part of the reasons the federal government decided on the redesign of currency denominations was the fact that 2.7 trillion naira was lying idle in people's homes prior to 2015, when the Buhari administration came on board. He said as at 2015, currency in circulation was only 1.4 trillion naira, while as at October 2022, currency in circulation had risen to 3.23 trillion, out of which only 500 billion naira was within the banking industry. 2.7 trillion naira was held permanently in people's homes, Emefiele stated after he paid a visit to President Muhammadu Buhari in Daura, Katsina State, where both parties approved of a 10-day extension for old currency swap. Giving further explanations, the Apex Bank governor said ordinarily, when CBN releases currency into circulation, it is meant to be used, and after a time it returns to the CBN, thereby keeping the volume of currency in circulation under the firm control of the CBN. He said since the commencement of the currency redesign and other monetary programs, about 1.9 trillion naira have been collected, leaving us with about 900 billion. With the approval of the president, the deadline for the currency swap has been moved from January 31st, 2023 to February 10th, 2023. Buhari had on Sunday urged the CBN to allow more time, discretion and order to enable Nigerians successfully change their currencies to the redesigned notes and reduce the risk of loss among the underserved in rural areas. So let's take some of the comments. Somebody said, is it your money? Most people put their money in the bank. If you're targeting money launderers, politicians and kidnappers, go straight right at them. Putting helpless Nigerians in a state of confusion with your deadlines wasn't funny at all. People queued in banks from morning till night time just to be able to meet the deadline. Imagine the outrage that would have broken forth on the 31st of January. Somebody else said, go and sit down. We, the masses, have decided to bear as long as the good objective is achieved. Somebody said, the money is for you to use, not to keep permanently in your sock away. Such practice is not healthy for the economy. Another said, government should go and search big politicians' houses. They want to use it to buy and votes, recover our cash and leave ordinary Nigerians with their sufferings. And now somebody else said, I'm really happy for what our president has done. Another said, can you imagine only 25% was within the banking sector, 75% in people's houses? Why won't criminality be on the increase? Somebody else said, the thing don't shock those criminals all over. This is the first time I am applauding Buhari. Somebody else said, this is the singular reason why the HOR wants to roast Emefiele and not for the masses. They just wanted extension to channel the fund into election manipulation. Tell me why they need 1 full month to lodge the monies into the bank. Another responded, don't mind criminal-minded idiots. They were pretending to speak in favor of the poor masses. Somebody said, no wonder the masses are suffering, no money in circulation. All our money are in the hands of few individuals. Somebody else said, only this Buhari and Emefiele idea, for this I commend them. Somebody else said, the bullion van that miswrote and then discharged its contents in Tinubu's house was among the problems of Nigeria. 2.7 trillion naira in politicians' house, what a wicked country. The same thing in some African countries. Another said, thank you, Mr. President, for your vision. Somebody else said, the government should make it as a law not to allow anybody to withdraw more than 5 million in a month, after everyone must have deposited all the monies in the bank. This will help in curbing the urging of the new naira notes by all these criminals. Another person said, May God bless you, sir. Can we see that President Muhammadu Buhari is not our problem? We Nigerians and corrupt politicians makes everything difficult for Buhari regime. Another said, Oga, it's more than that. It's like you no put Tinubu's own way they inside house. Have you looked for it? Somebody else said, Buhari did well in this policy. Politicians are the major problems we have. They are the only one that can keep such volumes of cash in their houses. This country needs a strong visionary with an iron hand that is determined to get the right things done at all costs, not the likes of the overly corrupt and criminal presidential candidates making noises all over. I'm very sure you know them. May God deliver Nigeria this time around. Another said, Emefiele, tell all as you sell dollar for them. Another said, why is it that people of the same political leaning are the ones criticizing currency swap and beavers? New Nigeria must emerge whether they like it or not. Another said, when you don't trust the system, this is what you get. Everything about Nigeria is a scam. The Destiny Destroyer Party of APC has made it hell. Another said, for this one, na do well. Another said, and the same people with the help of banks are beginning to pack these new notes inside their homes, and that is why it's not in circulation for poor Nigerians to access. Another said, what's your business about that? Does that mean they will not keep this one at home too? Another person said, that shouldn't make you vindictive, thereby subjecting the populace to avoidable hardship. Another said, useless people, while Mr. Corruption Fighter no fights them and recover the money. Then somebody else said, but no improvement in the economy. Instead, the hardship is increasing. What of you? Is it because of big men as well? Liar, none of your campaign for your party candidates, instead dishing out very difficult policy towards election month, is what you people are doing for people to vote against the party that brought you to Aso Rock just for selfish reason. Don't worry, Fulani will win if that's what you people are working for, and your eyes will clear thereafter. I think you're from Niger Delta. You will know better later. Somebody else said, may Almighty God continue to bless you, sir. We can see that President Muhammadu Buhari is not our problem, but corrupt politicians and individuals makes everything difficult for Buhari's regime. God punishment awaits them. Another said, God bless you, Mr. CBN Governor. There should be mass execution of Nigerian politicians. Only one man will be left out, and that man is our President Muhammadu Buhari. Left for our president alone, all politicians and DGs of government offices will have been in jail or executed. But this is where we are, democracy. Another said, good policy, but politicians and the elites will still keep millions and billions in their homes. Bank managers will always do their bidding. Another said, who else could have stolen so much with provoking madness, if not Atiku and Tinubu? Another person said, which good objective has been achieved? Poor people will be the ones to suffer for it. Wasted their productivity time at the ATM. Do you people think politicians will feel the impact? You people are a bunch of jokers. Somebody else said, how did you know the money came from homes and not shops and offices? What it should be concerned on is to know that money in circulation came back, and where they came from should not be his concern. Even Bible attests to it that money have wings to fly and can move as it likes or pleases the owners. Somebody else also said, let's ask the CBN governor what it did to the person that he was in possession of that huge amount. Something's supposed to be done to that. Let Nigerians know that. I didn't get that. Somebody else said, Emefiele, how does that concern you? Is it your money? You sell people's home. Allow them to do whatever they feel like doing with their money. Village people everywhere. Somebody else said, thank you, Mr. President, for this naira redesign and policy. That is why they are asking for extension to 31st June. Somebody else said, you have made mistake by the extension. You are falling into a trap. Another person said, you guys and your Tinubu phobia, I pity you. What you don't know is that the VIPs don't go to the bank to take cash. their account officers bring the money to their homes. Let's not put our thinking caps on. Nigeria is in a big mess, and only visionary leaders like Tinubu can cleanse it. Somebody else said, most of the money in people's homes are illiterate and semi-literate traders' money. Nigerians love and spend cash more than transacting online because of scammers. Another said, is there a way to curtail the new naira notes from orders of currency? And some people would try to pack the new notes at home. Another said, okay, tell me one good reason why God of Thunder would not strike anybody that is supporting Emefiele and Buhari that use their last 7 trillion is talking about decision. It is authoritatively gathered that Tinubu is holding more than 20% of cash buried at home. Even renowned businessmen like Dangote Adenuga, Innocent and Co. do not have such cash. A man whose known business is only to sell hard drugs and collect revenues for super rich Lagos, where he keep more than half of that proceeds, has such money. Of course, he's afraid to keep that in bank so that questions will not be asked on how he made it. He only reserved them in bunkers to buy votes from highly impoverished Nigerians. That commenter has thrown a very huge allegation. Okay, somebody else said, all of you are the same. No one is better than each other. Another said, a very wise decision by a caring government in this very aspect. So those are some of the comments that trailed what CBN Governor Emefiele has said. What's your opinion? Please drop it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. May God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.